Hi, I'm still in the middle of planting my acid tower, but I wanted to stop and show you some tips and tricks about working with this garden tower. But first I have to brag about my plants a little bit. This is one of my marigold seedlings, and I put it in about a 3-inch paper cup that I made out of newspaper, and the roots are coming out of the bottom. So it's really easy to transplant when you use these little paper cups. It's great for the environment, and I mean, it's just so healthy for the plant because it's not going to suffer any transplant shock. I just pop it right into the pocket. But I just think that is so beautiful and so cool. But the ones that I planted before this, before I thought, let me try a longer paper pot, I did it in, let's see if I can get this one apart. I did it in a much shorter pot. What is that, like 1.5 inches? It's like half the size. Because I thought, oh, I'll transplant it before the roots get too long. Well, the roots are coming out of here. These still look okay. They're kind of leggy though. But I think I'm going to stick with the 3-incher because that's a really good size, I think. Also makes it really easy to handle. So the next thing I want to show you is, I'm just going to move the camera a little bit, put this up here. I want to show you how I just sort of pull the drawer out while I'm digging the soil out of each pocket that I'm getting ready to pot, because then I can just dump it right down in there. It makes it much more efficient, much easier to handle. Or, you know, I'll scoop it into my measuring cup as I'm working. But then if anything falls, if I'm messy, it kind of catches in the drawer down there. So just a little trick of the trade. And it's really nice and cool here now. We have a lot of wind. The wind kicked up, but I'm in a very protected area. I'm on the northeast corner of my property, which is where I love to hang out. It gets gentle morning sun, and then the sun goes over the house, and I'm protected from the sun that way because it gets so hot here in the desert. But then I have this nice wall and these nice hedges here that really block the wind, and also this lovely olive tree that also offers a lot of shade and humidity to the air back here in this dry environment. And it's also, like I showed the other day in a video, it's home to my little survival huddle, because we have to protect the plants from the intense heat and the dryness. So whether you live in a humid environment or a really arid environment like I do, we have to give so much credit to the plants around us because they really help mitigate the environment, especially trees. So I'm so grateful to these trees and these very large bushes over here by the wall, because all this dry air, it's hard not only on me and my eyes and skin, but also it's really hard on especially the little plants. So if we can do perennial systems mixed in with our tender annual systems, it makes a really big difference in our own individual workload, how much we have to work and water, and our resource management, including the water. And it just makes a big difference in the livability of a space. Trees provide so much habitat, and it's not just for birds and insects, it's also for us, really good habitat with trees. So I really love to mix and integrate, which is all about, it's what permaculture is all about, having a diverse, habitable, productive system in which to live and thrive. So I'm going to keep working on this acid tower, and acid is the soil, and the soil is between 6 and 7. That's where a lot of acid-loving plants like to live. If you get into things like blueberry bushes, they're really acidic. They like 4.5. That's much more acidic. So but this between 6 and 7, And at different pH, if a soil is more acidic, then there are different nutrients available in the soil. All the nutrients may be there, the macro or the micronutrients, but they may not be available at pH 6, where they would be available at a neutral pH 7. And also same applies over on the alkaline tower garden. So if we have 7.5 pH over in the alkaline garden tower, then a whole different set of nutrients are available. They're all there, but they're just not available to the plants because the plants can't take them up. And we know that different plants need different types and different amounts of nutrients. So there's my little chemistry lesson for today. But I'll be back in a little bit.